Hello everyone, my name is Pedro Javier Guerrero. I'm a student Bachelor English as a foreign language, and today I want to show you my final exam according my course testing and evaluation in ELT. I want to explain some interesting topic for this final activity. The first one, we have the Colombian educated level. In this topic, I want to say that unfortunately, Colombia has a low or maybe very low domain in English. However, from the 2014 and 2015, Colombia showed an improvement of 187 points in English domain. But that's good, but it's not enough if we compare our country with another country from South America like Argentina or maybe Chile. And the second one, I want to explain the different methods of approach to assessment. And the first one, we have the master class. Through this method, the teacher explains to the student the main contents. Here he can encourage the participation of the critical opinion from the student. It's a good way when we want to evaluate the fluence for the students. And the second one, we have the individual works or individual tasks. In this case, or maybe in this method, the teacher has the opportunity to evaluate the writing skill from the students, and also we can evaluate the different thing, how the student express your opinion in a writing way. And the third one, this is one of my favorite because it's the debate. Using this method, the teacher has the opportunity to evaluate the listening and speaking skill from the student. He only has to use a interesting topic for the student, and each student from each group have the opportunity to explain his or her opinions. Other way to evaluate to our student is exercise and practical problems. In this case, the teacher can evaluate the resolution of grammatical problems or pronunciation by the student in an individual way. And finally, we have the activity group or collaborative activities like we use here in our university. Here, as you can know, we can expose or maybe we can give our opinion or contribution for a task that the teacher give us. Now I want to explain you how we can evaluate the English for a special purpose. We have four ways. The first one, we have the language skill assessment test. In this case, we can evaluate the speaking skill from the student. The second one, we have the evaluation test of communicate competence. It's very similar to the previous. We have to evaluate the speaking skill from the students. And the third one, we have the micro capabilities evaluation test, and finally we have the micro evaluation test communication skill. Now I want to tell you about the assessment of young students. We have two ways. The informal assessment here, or this form also is called authentic or alternative assessment. This method allow to the teacher to track a current progress of their student regularly and frequently and identify their weakness on specific topics. And then finally we have the standardized test. Here this kind of test has a specific day for develop them. Is along of the scholar years. Now I want to talk to you about the evaluation through technologies. If we can research on the internet is, or maybe all of the information on internet, the 52% that information is in English. That's why the people, or maybe the person who speak English is can use the best way the internet. Now I want to show you the different link or maybe website that we can use to evaluate our skill in English. The first one, we have the language level. The language level, you can take a series of quick tests to check our level in different language, but in this case from English. Now we have the English.com. In this case is a recommended website to improve our level English through the English test of the exam. The next we have the www.texten.com. It's another website that will be very useful in our process of learning English language, since this portal is designed for students who wish to take a course abroad, but they have to have at least B1, B2, or maybe C2 English level. Here we have another website called University of Grabando. As you know, this university is one of the oldest institutions in England. Has made available to public text-free online. We have another website is the about.com. Is ESL as a second language. It's a web portal in English that updates several times a day, including all kits of example with their respective theory in any categories. Okay guys, here in this final slide we can see the reference that I have used to develop this activity. Okay guys, that's now for now. See you in the next activity. Have a good night.